You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And I mean greatly for everybody that's watching and continuing to support the channel. I have been going on this book here, the Easy Bake Oven Gourmet, and doing all of the recipes in the book. Now I've got maybe, let's see, there's one wild mushroom flan, paper wrapped chicken, ham and spinach quiche, sweet potato biscuits. Now I've got almost all the ingredients for those because after this it goes to desserts, which I'm looking forward to showing you. And then I also, while doing my research, found there are a couple other books out there that do easy bake recipes. I might consider doing those books after I'm done with this. So this recipe is called the Jalapeno Corn Cakes from Cindy Pawlcyn. Let's see what the book says about Cindy. It says, Cindy Pawlcyn fondly remembers having an easy bake oven as a kid, except that for her, the packaged mixes didn't cut it. So what she cooked, she made from scratch. When the toy oven's single-size servings fell short of her desire to have something big enough for everybody, she made the transition from Kenner to O'Keefe and Merritt. With that, her future as one of the country's foremost restaurateurs was simply in the recipe cards. Now don't forget, I will put the link to the playlist specifically for this book in the description, and I'll put that in the comment section below. It would be great if you could just click on that playlist and catch up on all the recipes. So let me get the book out of here. Let me move in the ingredients. I'll show you what we need. All right, so this is what I would call my prep tray. This is everything that's in this recipe, plus cornmeal, which is up there, and then a little bit of oil. I still have not found a little brush. Maybe I can get some kind of larger paintbrush and modify it to work as a brush to put on oils and stuff for coatings. So we need cornmeal, flour, which we all have ready, sugar, baking powder, salt, baking soda, cheddar cheese, minced jalapeno chili, which I got out of the garden actually, scallions, which were also from the garden, and then corn. I need to shuck that with the kernels cut off, 1 tablespoon minced cilantro, buttermilk, butter, egg, and canola oil, just a few drops. So that's it. I'm ready to go. Let's do some prep here. I'll get the oven started and heating up, and we will get on with the process. All right, here we go. I'm kind of ready. Got a bunch of stuff ready. I did need to start the butter because it's melted in this little warmer here. I do want to say thanks to Mrs. LPS for gathering all of the supplies. We work as a team. Let's just get that in there, and I'll chop it up in a little bit. And then it was a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of melted butter. That's quite a bit in there, so we'll let that do its thing. Hopefully by the time I'm done with everything, it is ready to go. And then I'm just going to follow kind of what she has here. It says put all of the dry ingredients, cornmeal, flour, sugar, in a bowl. Now I'm hoping this bowl works. I'm going to scale a little differently, because it's a, what is it? It's a 1/4 cup of cornmeal and a 1/2 cup of flour. So that's the 1/2 cupper there. This is a cup. It's nice to have a little extra. And I'm hoping it fits in this bowl. I like to use, you know, the Easy Bake size mini kitchen stuff that I have instead of a bigger bowl. I'm curious though, when they did the recipes for the book, you know, what they used, what kind of equipment. Did they really test it in an Easy Bake? I'm sure they did. They had to have had. All right, that looks like it's going to fit fine. A 1/4 cup of cornmeal. All right, let's get that there. We'll do the same thing. A 1/4 cup. Let's just bring it closer. I think that's good. That's good. All right, and then all of the, yes, it should fit fine, at least to get the ingredients in there. And okay, so cornmeal, flour, sugar. How much sugar? 4 teaspoons. Let me get my little teaspoon. Well, I hope that's enough. Yeah, looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's done. Move that off to the side. A half a teaspoon of baking powder. 1/8, 1/4, a half of a tablespoon. I'm just going to have to eyeball it. Okay. And then a mounded 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'll probably just open this one here. Pour this into this. That's mounded. Okay. And then baking soda. 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Oh wait, that's salt. What was the salt? A mounded. Hold on a second. Yeah, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. 1/8 of a teaspoon of the baking soda. I don't think it said mounded. Let's see, 1/8 of a teaspoon baking soda. Got the baking powder, that's done. All right, is that all the dries? Oh, salt we did, baking soda, cheddar. Okay, so now let's mix up the cheddar. Actually, grate the cheddar. So now let me recap here, make sure I got that, and then it says put the cheddar, the chilies, and the scallion and corn and cilantro all in a medium bowl. So let me grab that stuff. Okay, so this is 1/3 of a cup finely grated, so I'm going to use the smaller side. And then I realize now that, yeah, it's never going to fit in a standard size, easy bake type bowl, so I will just do my best to find the correct bowl that would fit it all. I do have some clear glass ones that would work. The last video I noticed as I was editing was a lot of cheese grating, but I left it in. I like to do some talking as I do certain things like this. Now on a regular sized cheese grater, this probably would have been done by now, but okay, let's get this over here. Here we go. We'll do it this way. Okay, that's close. Halfway to 1/3 of a cup. The life of a cheese grater. I think that's probably enough, so we're just going to have to do this again like this. Save the scraps. Okay, I'd say that's pretty good. Let me do a little cleanup. Clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. All right, let's do the next ingredient. Let me grab that. Okay, so this is from our garden. Now remember, when you're doing peppers, don't touch your eyes. Wash your hands real good. Sometimes people wear gloves. flesh. We don't want the flesh or the seeds. Well, I didn't bring a backup bowl for all the stuff I cut up that I'm not going to use. We don't want that either. Okay, let's just cut it in strips first. Probably more than I need. So 2/3 of a tablespoon. I guess I should have put my cheese in the bowl. That's probably good. So this, I'm going to combine this, the cheese, all the other dry ingredients in one larger bowl, but let me finish getting this set. All right, so next ingredient. All right, so now it just says for 1/3 of a scallion. So I'll just chop up some of this. I'd say that's pretty good. Right, that goes there. Come on, off the knife. There you go. All right, next ingredient. Okay, now it doesn't say cooked corn. It just says 1/3 of an ear of corn shucked and with the kernels cut off. So I'll do it this way here. Maybe I can change the angle. This is gonna definitely make a mess, but we'll see how it goes. I'd say that's pretty good though. Now on the scallions, it did say what was it? Scallions were supposed to be minced, but I just chopped them a little bit. Could have minced them. All right, let's get this in here. Okay, what's next? All right, let me check the recipe and come back and do the next step. All right, 1 tablespoon of cilantro. I would say that is a tablespoon. Okay, that is all the dry ingredients. So that's going to all get put in a bowl, but I might as well get all the wet ingredients done, and then it all gets combined. So let me get that started. All right, so it does call for the butter to be melted. So let me just grab a spoon and push that down a little. It's close. It's very soft. I can get the other stuff down when this continues to melt. I'd say it's very close to melting. And being melted. Probably good enough, but I'll just let it sit because I'm going to switch now to this bowl as my final mixing bowl. Now it needs... Okay, first I want buttermilk, 1/3 of a cup. This is a little more than 1/3 of a cup. Just put in a little less. Okay. A couple drops of oil. There we go. And now the egg. Trying to crack an egg in this little mini kitchen. it's not a whole egg. Grab a whisk here. It was 3 tablespoons of a beaten egg. Let's see if we can get 3 tablespoons out of that. Probably is close to 3 already. 1, 2. I mean, I didn't fill the first one all the way, so I'm going to put just a little bit more. Okay. And then the melted butter. That should be ready to go. Okay, now I got to get all the dry ingredients in there. Let me just double check everything. Got the oil, got the egg, the butter, the buttermilk, cilantro, corn, scallions, the chili, the cheddar cheese, baking soda, baking powder, salt. We're ready. Let me grab those dry ingredients and mix it all up. All right, so I wasn't confident in that bowl, so I'm just going to do it in this because it wants to do the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And I didn't think it would fit. Did say to mix this up. That looks pretty serious. Alright, so this just gets put in baking pans with a little cooking spray, and then you just bake it, I guess. It does say the serving suggestions are salsa and chili. Okay, so that's pretty good. Well mixed. Alright, so let's get some baking pans. So it was 3 tablespoons per pan. Being extra cautious there with that. This is going to be quite a few pans, I'm guessing. I'm going to have quite a few pans that I could use. I have another one off to the side. Maybe I'll just bake 3. It looks at least to be 6 pans, maybe. Okay, there's 2. Let me just squeeze a third one in here while we're here. It's looking good. get this out of here. Let me push this down and get one in the oven. Okay, those will fit in the oven. Hopefully when they bake, they don't rise too much. Let's put one in. All right, it says 12 to 15 minutes. It did say level tablespoons. I kind of had some liberty there just because it was so squishy and mushy. That's in there. And then I have a surprise. I'm going to cook some chili or warm up some chili on this side of the oven. So let me move the camera over there. All right, here we go. I do have this oven on because I think I'm going to put one of the cakes in this oven. I think that's good. So that'll be ready for the final tasting. So let me put one in this oven now. Alright, so good timing here because there's 8 minutes left. Ooh, I want to take that little pan out. I've decided that the heating element's on the top, so when this is in, the top cooks too much. So we'll move that out of the way. We'll get a pan in here. So this one will be about 8 minutes in this oven. This does get hot. Alright, let's just wait. We'll check the other one, and then I'll get the table set up, and I will continue on. There is 3 minutes left, but I heard this bubbling. That's looking good. Let's peek in this oven. All right, there's still 2 minutes left, but let's see. Ooh, I think that one's done, and look how much it puffed up. I might have a problem in that other oven. So let's get this one out. Look how beautiful that looks. Okay. Let's move that to the mini table. There's still a minute left, so it doesn't take that long. It smells good. I smell the corn. Let's get that one in. The chili is done. I guess I should check this other oven, huh? I'm worried now that it's not going to come out. Let's take a look. Alright, let's take a peek. It's been 10 minutes. It looks good. And it clears. Alright, so this one's not as cooked, but I still think it looks done. Let's just give it a tap on the top and see. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, let's head over to the tasting table. Alright, that third one is done. I gotta pull it, so let me do that now. I should probably put this one as piping hot in the middle. I think I'll do that. This one has cooled down quite a bit. Ooh, it's a lot of stuff in the little kitchen here. There we go. Look how nice that looks. Oh, the chili. Let's get that in another bowl. Drip there. All right, perfect. All right, so something to drink. I got a LaCroix mango flavored sparkling water. Let's move this off. The stove is still hot. It's sizzling up there. Okay, I think that's good. Let's, well, I'm going to take just a sip of my soda just to kind of wet the whistle, so to speak. And then let me grab one of my little tools here. I think I'm going to use my little cake spatula to cut this. Here, we're going to move this over here while I cut. All right, you ready? I'll cut it pie-shaped. Okay, you get the first piece. So it's nice and fluffy. It's very cake-like. There, it's always that first piece it's hard to get out. Then you gotta dig your spatula in there. All right, how does that look? Looks good to me. Let me grab another little spoon for the chili. All right, so what do you want? Are you gonna want salsa? Well, you're gonna get some salsa. And how about some chili? Do you want a little chili? I think you do. I do too. If that's a recommended side, just let that fall down. I think I want to try the salsa too. Right on top. You know what would make it even more perfect? A little cilantro. I still have the bag, so this will heighten the presentation. Look at that. I would say overall, with all the little accoutrements added, the chili and the salsa, it sure makes for a pretty little dish. Okay, one more sip before I dig in. Grab a knife, grab my fork. Here we go. I feel like I want to cut right here. Get the chili, little salsa, stay on the fork. Lost a bean. All right, here we go. That's very nice. Let me just try it without as much stuff on it so I can taste the actual creation. In fact, I'm just gonna do this so you can see it better. It's moist on the inside. You see the corn is cooked. Let me bring in the one from the Easy Bake Oven. Alright, so that's the one from the Easy Bake. It definitely doesn't look as nice, the browning, but let's just see how it cooked. Yes, it cooked equally as well. For the most part, it's holding together. Look at that. I could take it. It's brown on the bottom, I think. Just a little brown. Just a tiny bit. Enough to say that it's cooked all the way through. You could almost just take the pan, take half out, fill it with chili and salsa, and eat it that way. I just ruined that piece. I'm destroying it. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Okay, the third one. Actually, this was the first one. Just as nice. I wonder if I can just lift the whole thing up. I can. That one came out great too. You could just lift it and eat it. just like that. All right, well, there you go. Showed you all three. Tasted two of them. I think I'm going to save this one for the thumbnail. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making. This was interesting. I never had shuck corn or do corn like that in a video, so that's a first. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Double check in the description and the comment section. I'm going to put a link to the playlist for all of the recipes in this series. So if you like this, please go take a look at those. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.